Let's talk about financial success. Now, when it comes to financial success, there are some things you simply cannot control. Interest rates, inflation, currency values, the stock market. But there are some things you can control: your savings habit and your working habit. Unless you master these habits, you're headed for self-inflicted poverty. Let's overcome that. Welcome to Wisdom with Wealth. Have you ever observed the industry of the ants? In the Bible, specifically the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, we have a very clear warning and piece of advice.
Go to the ant, you slacker. Observe its ways and become wise. Without leader or ruler, it prepares its provisions in summer. It gathers its food during harvest. How long will you stay in bed, you slacker? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest. And your poverty will come like a robber, your need like a bandit.
Ants are busy little creatures. They're not very intelligent, but they have good financial sense. They may live 10 to 15 years. And as a result, they have to save every summer for the coming winter. There's a type of ant called the harvester ant. This ant actually collects seeds, plants the seeds, cultivates the field, and harvests the seeds. In fact, the harvester ant works exactly the way a farming operation would work. But it's important to note that the ant has no slave driver. Its motivation is all internal motivation, determination, perseverance, cooperation with other ants. And it's not just the Bible that picked up on this important little critter in its financial instinct. Aesop's fables, the fable about the ant and the grasshopper, gives it the same message. The message is that times change. So the first important takeaway is this: prepare now. Economic good times are followed by economic bad times. Seasons change. Save, and don't wait for others to push you. Don't overspend when it's easy to overspend. Instead, underspend. The second key financial success habit is so simple, we often miss it completely. You need to wake up. Now, I'm bad at this. Ask my wife. I get out of bed about as fast as a snail. So this lesson is for me. Now, the Bible uses 3 words to describe the problem. The words sleep, slumber, folding of the arms to rest really describe one core problem of laziness. Instead, we need to take action, get busy, make something happen. Because unless we win the battle of the blanket, we will never win the war against personal poverty. It gets worse. Proverbs tells us that the result of idleness can be likened to being attacked by 2 armed men, a bandit and a robber. They're dangerous and they will steal our assets. Now, when you're attacked by the consequences of your personal idleness, it's 2 against 1, the robber and the bandit against you. You won't win. So take the lesson here and notice the words carefully. It says, how long will you lie down? It doesn't speak against cat naps or power naps. They're good, But oversleeping is deadly. Put very simply, you snooze, you lose. Now, changing our waking up patterns isn't easy. Figure out why you want to get up, motivate yourself for that, and then get to bed early. Now, when you wake up, get up. The first 30 seconds are key. You may try arching your back and focusing on one thought only as you fight with that blanket. The point is, you want to live your day rather than sleeping it away. Now, we've looked at two important keys to personal financial success: saving and working. The greatest worker of all time was also the greatest saver of all time, and that is the Lord Jesus Christ. When we read about his personal life, we read in Mark 1:35 that he would get up while it was still dark, he'd go to a quiet place, and he'd start his day with prayer to his Father in heaven. In one sense, Jesus was the greatest saver, yet really, he saved others. He spent everything he had to save others. That is, those who want to be saved from the results of sin. That is death. And death is much, much worse than poverty. But more on that in another video. For now, I'd like to invite you to come to wisdomwithwealth.org and look at 3 character sketches dealing with the concepts of diligence, prudence, and generosity. There's lots to learn in this area, and we have a lot to rediscover. So please visit wisdomwithwealth.org.